Have you ever noticed that the people you love and care about the most are often the most difficult to talk to? Sometimes when we go to talk to them about important, emotional, stressful issues where we hope the outcome will be like this, more intimacy and understanding and support, and instead what happens is we end up with this: a big fight, a misunderstanding, a conflict that's hard to resolve. Hi, my name's Paul Sterling, and with my partner here, Kristen Denton, we teach something called the Magic Relationship Method. And what that is, it's a set of tools, compassionate communication tools for couples. Now, most people end up on our website because they've run into what we call a relationship roadblock. And it can be issues around money, intimacy, conflicts that they can't resolve. They can have issues around steps, exes, and in-laws, jealousy, or just trying to keep their sex life alive, keep the passion going. Did you know that most relationships end not because of a lack of love, but a lack of specific communication skills? Doctors have their language, the language of medicine. Attorneys have the language of law. Most people are not taught the language of relationship, which is the language of feelings and needs. Now here's the good news and the bad news. Bad news first is most of us don't know how to speak this language. We weren't taught how to communicate in relationships. They don't teach it in schools, and if you're like me, they didn't teach it at home very well either. It's not my fault, not your fault. We didn't learn it as kids. I went through 1 divorce, 2 broken engagements before I learned it. Kristen went through 3 divorces before she ended up learning it. I had to travel to Sweden to study with a guy named Dr. Marshall Rosenberg to be able to learn what we now teach. So here's the next step. Take this 9-question survey. It's not that difficult. The first one, male, female. What's the biggest issue in your relationship right now? Say it's dealing with jealousy. The second one might be, let's say, money issues. Then we go down, what's the most important skill? Well, conflict resolution or clearing up misunderstandings. How pressing is it? Urgent. If it doesn't end soon, our relationship will end. Pressing, important, interested, or you're just looking for different ideas on how to make your relationship better. On to number 8. My relationship would be great if only I could. If only I could handle the jealousy. If only I could communicate without making things worse. If only I could get him to understand or her to understand. So just fill in the blank there, whatever is most real for you. And then on to number 9. What have you tried in the past to deal with the issues, to make things better? Have you read books, listened to tapes and CDs, went to workshops, personal counseling, couple counseling, or my favorite here, all of the above? And then there's one that's not on this list that probably should have been on this list, which is ignore everything and hope that the issue or problem goes away. All right, now we're down to the last step. This is where you enter your name and your email, and then what happens is we're going to send you a copy of your responses to the survey. Also, we'll send you a link to a website where you can see the composite of all the people who've taken the survey before you. And it's pretty eye-opening to see what other issues people are dealing with in their relationships and be able to compare yours. Lastly, we'll send you some information about how to improve your relationship, how to bring back the trust, intimacy, understanding, and caring that we all want in a relationship, how to bring it back and make it a great relationship again. So here's the only thing you need to do. Put in your first name, your email address, and then what state you live in. That's totally optional because we do workshops around the country and we want to let people know if we're doing something in their state. Then hit the submit button and then go charging over to your email and make sure you check for the email from us, from magicrelationship.com. That's us, and it will come from either me, Paul Sterling, or Kristen Denton, or magicrelationship.com. Thanks. Have a great day.